Hello, my name is Callista and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. In the last episode, we managed to make it off of the collector vessel just in time. We confronted the elusive man. He was completely non-apologetic, but are you really surprised that he wouldn't see anything wrong with knowingly sending Shepard into a trap? Are you really surprised about that? Naomi isn't surprised about that, but it really just hammers home the idea, the hope that one day she will be able to put a bullet between his eyes. It really just solidifies that desire for her. Now then, what will we be doing today? Today we'll be having another round of companion chats, although before we do that, let's just double check if we have any unread messages. Hello. You're too small. No, I'm reading ahead. Oh God. I was distracted by the suggestive spam and then What kind of emotional whiplash is this? Oh God. What the hell from Tombs? What the hell kind of game are you playing, Shepard? You did the buddy act when I had the gun on that Cerberus scientist, telling me you understood. Now I find out you're working for Cerberus. We're not working for them. We've been kidnapped. We're being held against our will, Tombs. It's not what you think. The elusive man is putting out false information. Tests were done on me that you can't even imagine. For years, Cerberus did them. They tortured me. They used me as a damn lab rat. And now you're teaming up with them like they're any other merc band? I've got my own merc team now, Shepard, and I kill any Cerberus team I can find. If I run into you, don't expect any different. Oh my God. This would absolutely destroy Naomi. This would absolutely wreck her. Because for years, she has so much trauma built up around Akuz. For so many years, she was consumed with the idea of, I was the only one who made it out. I was supposed to keep those people safe, and I didn't. Things went horrifically wrong. We couldn't have known that. We couldn't have known what we were getting into because the Thresher Moors weren't known to the Alliance before that. Like, Naomi's team going there and encountering them, that was the first time the Alliance had ever encountered Thresher Moors. So they couldn't have known what they were stepping into, but it was Naomi's job to make sure that everyone got out okay. And she completely failed in that. Completely and utterly failed. And I think for years, every time she looked in the mirror, she would see her dead comrades stood behind her. Their faces, half melted off from the acid that the Thresher Moors spit, torn in half, missing limbs, completely horrific shit. For years, she dealt with that. And then she discovers that Tombs is alive. And then she has new trauma. Because it's not a case of I failed miserably to get everyone out. It's I failed miserably to notice that there was someone left alive other than myself. I scanned the battlefield before I ran and I didn't see anyone alive. And that's why I ran. Because I thought I was the only one left. Did I actually scan the battlefield and think, oh shit, no one's left alive? Or on a subconscious level, did I see that Tombs was alive and I decided, no, I'm prioritizing my health and I purposefully left him? I just didn't realize it. On a conscious level, I didn't realize that I was doing that, but maybe on a subconscious level I did, in which case I am even more at fault. She left someone behind and he was tortured for years. And I think she has She has absolutely been in therapy for that. I've said it before, I think she has a bi-weekly therapy session with Chakwas. Every week she has 2 therapy sessions with Chakwas because she's dealing with a lot of stress. She's being held hostage by a terrorist organization. She has a lot of stress from that. And also, like I said, Tombs, the knowledge that I left someone behind, I think it was an accident, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe I realized he was alive and I left him because I prioritized my own life over his, and he got tortured for that. Dear God. And so now, to get this message from him, where he's basically saying, hey, you're just as bad as them. You're just like them. I'm gonna treat you like any other Cerberus operative. This would destroy her. This would absolutely destroy her. Damn. And now for some emotional whiplash. You're too small. From Maelon. I am sorry, my mate. I leave you for a Krogan because you are not endowed as good for your species. Do you fear those words? Maelon's famous shop sells many enhancements online that are not restricted by Citadel trading regulations. Whether you require hormone augmentation, cybernetic enhancement, or gene-biotic xenografting, Maelon has many things you will be pleased with. All species and gender order online from Maelon's famous extranet site, hotlinked from this message. Product availability varies by local trade regulations. All Element Zero products require shipping surcharge. No shipping to Omega. Krogan reproductive organs not available. Other restrictions may apply. Beautiful. Okay. Therapy. From Ola Han. Han Ola, hello. Shepherd, they say you're alive, that you cheated death, that sending you this isn't just a pointless exercise as part of my therapy. They say a lot of things. I'm still alive. She still isn't. I hear you killed Benezia. Nicely done. Another woman I helped kill if my information did any good. They want me to thank you. The Rachni would have killed us all had you not shown up. It would have been right. Why me and not her? Why did you show up then and not before? They think they can fix me. But maybe you're not really back. Maybe I died. Maybe I didn't close that door in time. Maybe I held it open to give her a chance and the Rachni ripped my suit open and I died of exposure there on Peak 15. Maybe I'm a martyr and this is an ugly hallucination before a glorious afterlife. But if I'm not, then thank you. Hanola. Ooh. Yeah, this was the, he was the Volus, and the only reason he survived was because he and this, researcher he was chatting with, they were being chased by the Rachni. He got onto the car first, or the train, whatever it was, and he closed the door, and the Rachni were so busy, killing the lady that he was able to get away safely. And I remember I said at the time that he probably has survivor's guilt. And then literally his next sentence was, I don't regret what I did. But it seems like in the years since, he's really had a crisis of conscience. This final paragraph is very interesting. Maybe I'm a martyr and this is an ugly hallucination before a glorious afterlife. Damn. To Grunt's commander. From Shaman Erdnot. Damn it, I hate these things, but you need to hear this. You're part of Grunt's Krant, and you're his leader, so keep him alive. Here, I have to stay polite, play the role, but our people are dying. Krogan have always valued survival over tradition. If we're going to survive as people, we need your vat-grown Grunt. Okia was a madman, but he was a madman with a plan, and that's more than most have on this ball of rock. So bring him back from your damn mission. My people need him, and if you all get killed, I'll piss on your graves. Shaman Erdnot. Beautiful! beautiful, glorious. That's lovely. And back from female camp, from Erdnot Darg. Dear human, the clan leader told me how to get in touch with you. I don't remember much of what happened, but the chief scout said you pulled my quad out of the fire when I got caught and poisoned over at the Warlock camp. Thanks. Next time I have the chance to kill a human, I won't, unless I go into blood rage or something. I got to go to the female camp after I recovered, and it was pretty good. I was actually thinking of joining the Blood Pack before this happened. I think I'm gonna stay here instead. Erdnot Darg, Scout, 2nd class. Good for you, Darg! Good for you. I hope you enjoyed your time at the female camp. Like emotional whiplash. Emotional whiplash, what a thing to start with. Just destroying Naomi completely and utterly. Damn. Flipping heck. That is... Yeah, she's gonna need more therapy. She's gonna need more therapy with chakras. That ain't good.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I just read them.
You had me so worried when you were trapped on the collector ship. Thank goodness for Edie.
Okay, sorry about the cut there. So, I did just have to reload the game because I picked this. Let me just go over what my thought process was. So, Naomi really doesn't like interacting with Kelly. She does not trust her in the slightest because Kelly is a very obvious Cerberus plant. You know, she's here to psychoanalyze us and report back to the elusive man. So, I wasn't entirely sure what Naomi would say. My first thought was that, you know, Naomi doesn't really like Edie either. However, it's because she's a Cerberus AI. If Edie was an AI working for any other organization, Naomi wouldn't have a problem with her. And as such, whilst I think Naomi would be hostile directly to Edie, I don't think she'd go out of her way to slag her off. There's now personal there with Edie. It is literally just you are a Cerberus AI. I don't trust that. As such, I don't trust you. So my thought was, oh, well, maybe then she'd redirect. You know, oh, it was the entire crew. That's why I got out of there. And that option comes out as, oh, the crew of the Normandy did amazing work, including you. And I just couldn't see Naomi saying that. I just couldn't see her saying that. It's too friendly, given the fact that Naomi doesn't trust Kelly. I think that Naomi, what she's trying to do, she's trying to stonewall her. Yes, I am completely fine. There is nothing you or the elusive man need to be concerned about. Yes, everything is great. I'm not going to give you any extra information that you could report back to the elusive man. She's trying to stonewall her. I don't see it as being overly friendly. It just didn't fit. Like, I can't see Naomi going out of her way to slag off Edie. If this was about Joker, then yeah, Naomi would go out of her way to slag him off because she hates him. But she has no personal beef with Edie. She just doesn't trust her. So I think the closest I can get to something Naomi would say would just be like a, yep, I agree with you, generic response. You know, I think, hopefully, fingers crossed.
An AI on board is proving to be very useful.
The elusive man made sure Edie was installed for this mission. Now I see why. Anyway, how may I help you, Commander?
Yeah, that worked. That worked. Like I said, Naomi's just trying to stonewall Kelly. She's just trying to be like, yep, everything's fine. I am well adjusted. I am not emotionally distressed by anything that is happening. I'm not planning to kill the elusive man. I am completely fine and normal. No extra details for you. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good response. Anything new?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
Okay, yeah, nothing new here.
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
1 second.
How may I help you, Commander?
Yeah, anything new with the crew?
Is there anything I should know?
Garrus received some news that put fire in his eyes. Maybe you should speak with him down in the main battery. Tally seems very distraught after receiving a message. Maybe you could check in on her down in engineering. Thane would like to see you down in life support on the crew deck. Samara would like to see you in observation on the crew deck. Anything else, Commander?
Okay, so yeah, all of their companion quests are opening up.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Oh, this makes me so nervous. This makes me so nervous because it is... After having 2 main quests that just seemingly triggered, I'm pretty sure that the game is... It's on some kind of timer. I don't think it's a literal timer because if I wanted to, I could leave my game on overnight and just leave Naomi here. I could leave the game open for 10 hours and, you know, not doing anything. So I don't think it's a literal timer. I'm not sure if it's based upon how many companions you have. It could be based on how many of them are loyal. You know, I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it seems to me like there is some kind of in-game timer. I don't want to trigger the main quest too early. I like to take my time. I like to explore. And because, you know, everything has been so hectic, that is how I would describe this game so far. It has felt, you know, like, okay, you've got one thing and then another and then another and then another and then another. It hasn't really felt like there's been much time to explore. And so I'm just... I don't want to get... Because again, this game...
So the Collectors were once Protheans, repurposed by the Reapers. What a sad end.
Makes you wonder if the Keepers on the Citadel were once something different.
They could have been. They could have been. But yeah, as I was saying, what I don't want to happen is that, because the game doesn't end once you complete the final mission. It's more like Dragon Age Inquisition than Dragon Age Origins. You know, you fight the big boss and then you can keep on doing side quests. I don't want to complete the main quest in 80 episodes and then it's 100 plus of me doing planet scanning. I'd like to work things in a little more naturally, so I'm... Oh, it's making me nervous. It's making me nervous.
Commander.
Yeah, anything I need to know?
I assume everything's going well up here?
Quiet enough. What the...
Trouble?
No, it's nothing. Son of a... Very funny, Edie. Real original. Stop it.
You did insist on manual control, Mr. Moreau.
Okay, they're doing their own thing.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
To be honest, I think Naomi's just like, hey, I just want to come in, don't really want to have to talk to you. Is everything okay? Yeah, you're dicking around. Bye. Like I said, Naomi, she's... Until Joker actually explains, yeah, I made a really terrible joke at the beginning of the game, and yeah, I didn't just join Cerberus for the lols, for the, you know, to progress my career. Until he explains that to her, she's just like, yeah, no, I don't want to interact with you, sir.
Still hard to believe Maelon betrayed me, betrayed my work, disgusted by his actions. Proud of his nerve, though. Always thought he lacked backbone. Hope he finds something new, better goal, better purpose, fewer torture tests.
Yeah. I don't know what Naomi would make of this. I don't know what Naomi would make of this. Because... As I have said before, Naomi believes that the genophage should be cured. What comes next, she doesn't know. She acknowledges that the Krogans were not innocent victims. There was a problem. There is a problem because Krogans can reproduce so quickly. You know, and obviously the Krogans, they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed after everything they have experienced. You know, trouble is likely afoot. What should be done about that? Naomi doesn't know. She is not a philosopher. She is not a scientist. She is not a diplomat. She is She is just a soldier. Point her at something and she shoots. That's what she does. She views the genophage as barbaric. There is a problem that needs to be solved, but she is not the one to be doing that thinking. She is not the one to be solving that problem. On the planet, it seemed like Mordin, he had many moments. He had many moments where he, you know, self-reflected. And, you know, it seemed like he realized that, yeah, maybe we did do something horrible here. Maybe we did do something awful when we renewed the genophage. Maybe there was a better answer and we just didn't think of it because we couldn't be arsed thinking of it. We went with the easy solution of just updating the genophage. Maybe there is something better to be done for the Krogans. And now here he is kind of laughing and joking. I don't know what Naomi would make of that.
You're really at peace with what happened?
Yes, of course. Can't change what happened. Life continues. Back to mission, back to work. Become like Maelon otherwise. Stellarian emotional processing faster than other species. Has to be. Short-lived culture can't spend time reminiscing.
Yeah, You really don't feel anything about what happened?
So you really don't feel bad at all about what happened on Tuchanka?
Yes, correct. Now at least. Greatly distressed at the time. Stages of grief, loss, anger, rationalization. Dealt with it. Most issues settled on Tuchanka, some on shuttle back to Normandy.
Okay. Maelon wasn't like that. Oh, I wish I could see what this actually was. I mean, here's the thing, Maelon was rather obsessed with what he had done, but in Naomi's mind, it's like, A, he was working towards something I approved of. You know, we'll risk it.
Maelon didn't seem like he processed his emotional response. He was obsessed with the genophage.
True, didn't mean to imply that Solarians were healthier emotionally, can still make wrong choices, bad decisions from grief, anger, guilt. Maelon couldn't accept feelings. Made decision, executed. Probably before I left for Omega. Wish I'd seen it. Solarians still feel, just resolve it quickly. Explains lack of marriage, can't sustain courtship emotions. Or perhaps based on reproduction. Unsure.
Yeah, I can stand behind that. Like, I literally said Maelon seemed obsessed with the genophage, but he was working towards something that Naomi approved of. So yeah, I can stand behind that. Yeah, there's the big question. What about the research?
What about Maelon's data on the genophage? His attempts at a cure?
What about it? Have it over there somewhere. Not dealing with it now. Need to focus on collectors. Not important now, regardless. Appreciate you helping me back on Tuchanka. Should get back to work. Wasted enough time already. Lots to do. Talk later?
Just as long as he doesn't destroy it in his own spare time. Like I said, Naomi believes that what is happening to the Krogans is barbaric. People are constantly having a go at them for barbarism, but like what the Solarians and the Turians did to them was fucking horrific. That can't continue. So I really hope that Mordin doesn't, you know, use his own initiative and just decides to destroy it.
Shepard, how can I help?
Yeah, let's just see. Anything to chat about?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Not at moment. Think I've unlocked collector interest in humans. Wait, no. Only one heart. Krogan have two. Scratch that. Anything else?
Yeah, humans don't have two hearts. We're not Time Lords. Sad times.
I'll let you work.
We'll be here if you need me.
Okie doke. Jacob shouldn't have anything to say, given that we still haven't completed his mission.
I hope we can clear up what's going on with the Gernsback, Commander. Doubt my father's alive after all this time. Was there anything else? Just eager to get going.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
Okie doke. Okie doke.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
Goodbye, Jacob. Now then, down to crew quarters. And who do we want to start with? Everyone's got something. You know, let's start with Samara. Why not? Also, any gossip?
I just got a message from my wife. I've been listening to my daughters giggle over and over.
That's so cute.
When this mission is over, I'm gonna give her the longest hug she's ever had.
Oh, oh, please leave Cerberus. Every single time. Every single time. I'm gonna keep saying it. Please, please quit from this organization, please.
I am glad you came. I must ask for your help. That is not easy for me.
Well, take your time. I'm listening.
It's alright. Just tell me what you need.
When we met on Illium, I told you about a very dangerous person I was pursuing. Using the information you obtained, I have located her. She's been going by the name Morinth. I would like to apprehend her before she disappears again.
Okay. Yeah, let's just go through. They're all good questions.
Didn't you say you'd pick up her trail after our mission?
I know where she is, right now. In a month, she may be gone. This is the best opportunity I've ever had.
Fair.
Where is she?
Omega, a nightclub called Afterlife, which seems a perfect place for her to hunt.
How important is this?
Killing her has been my focus for 400 years. It is the most important thing in my life, and the reason I became a Justicar.
Damn. 400 years. And I mean, I believe Asari lived to 1000, so that is quite a substantial amount of time for an Asari. It's not like 40 years, which for them would be the blink of an eye, but 400 years, that is almost half their lifespan. That flipping heck. Yeah, who is this person?
Tell me about her.
She is an Ardat Yakshi. It is a term from a dead Asari dialect. It means demon of the night winds, but that is mythology. She is simply a very dangerous woman who kills without mercy.
Why the special name? Clearly, Ardat Yakshi, it is something important.
So is an Ardat Yakshi a special kind of murderer?
Morinth suffers a rare genetic disorder. When she mates with you, there is no gentle melding of nervous systems. She overpowers yours, burns it out, hemorrhages your brain. You end up a mindless shell, and soon after, you are dead.
Is she that dangerous? Well, if she fucking people to death, then yes! Clearly she is!
Why isn't this ever mentioned in Asari literature or art?
When we were primitive, there was much fascination with Ardat Yakshi. Some cultures worshipped them as gods of destruction. Now the Asari have a place in the galaxy, and they don't wish this defect to be widely known. As far as I know, only 3 exist today. 2 chose a life of seclusion. The 3rd ran.
Morinth.
She ran, and I am sworn to kill her.
Oh. Here's the thing, it's not wrong to want freedom, but she going around fucking people to death. If she just wanted freedom, like, hey, I'm not gonna fuck anyone to death, I'm just gonna live my life, then fair. But that's not what she doing. It'd be interesting to learn Samara's take on this, though. Yeah.
I don't know that I blame her for running.
When she fled, she proved her addiction. She was not taking a great moral stand. She simply wants to keep killing. She is a tragic figure, but not a sympathetic one.
Can't she abstain?
Each encounter gives her strength. The effect is narcotic. The more she does it, the more she needs to do it. She will never stop. She can't.
Damn.
So you hunt down these Asari just because they're born with a genetic condition?
It manifests with maturity. When one is diagnosed, she is offered the chance to live in seclusion and comfort. If she refuses, it shows her addiction to the ecstasy she gets from killing her mates. There is no redemption for such a person.
I mean, surely there is treatment for addiction. Admittedly, you would have to be able to nab them to put them through that treatment. But still, like, it does seem rather extreme. It does seem like, you were given one chance, you refused, now we're gonna kill you.
They have to choose between prison and death.
It is an addictive condition. Remember how adaptive we are. If Morinth does not want to be cured, she won't be.
That's fair. If it is a case of, like, if it's something that can be cured with or without the person's consent, then, like, yeah, but if it's not, if it is a case of, like, if they don't ever want to be cured, then they simply won't be. Ooh. Yeah, oh, hello, there goes my timer. There goes my timer. Let's finish this off. Yeah, that is, yeah, I can definitely see why someone fucking people to death would be dangerous.
This is definitely worthy of your full attention.
She confuses her victims, twists their feelings. They will do anything for her favor.
We need to stop her.
Thank you, Commander. There are no words to express what this means to me. There is one thing more. This creature, this monster. She is my daughter.
I was gonna, you don't chase someone for 400 years without it being personal. She couldn't have been a former lover, excuse me, otherwise Samara would be dead. I wondered if maybe Morinth had killed one of her kids. So no, she is just her kid. Damn. What about the other two?
You said this is genetic. How many children do you have?
3. And 3 Ardat Yakshi are in existence today. It is as it sounds. Morinth was always the wild one. She was happy and free, but selfish.
Damn. Yeah, I am so sorry about that.
I cannot imagine what this is like for you.
I do not want pity, Shepard. I do not accept it. My daughter's condition is my fault, and my redemption lies in killing her. Do not pity me. Simply understand my situation.
Oh, well... I mean, I think she would be intrigued. She would be intrigued. I mean, you said it's a... It's a genetic condition. Her daughters have it, but is it like a recessive gene? So you have it, but you didn't know about it?
How did all this happen?
I spent my youth on the move, adventuring. I killed people, mated with them, or just danced the night away. I learned so much, experienced so much, and then my matron days came. I could finally sit back, bask, and enjoy my family. But in one moment, it was all taken away.
Yeah. Yeah, so if I'm understanding this correctly, she feels that because she was so hedonistic in her youth, that this is some kind of punishment. Oh, you lived this hedonistic life, and now all of your daughters will never be able to live that life because of this condition they have. And one of them obviously said, yeah, no thank you. No thank you, I'm gonna go fuck people to death. That must have been awful.
It sounds terrible.
I sat in a med lab while a nearsighted doctor droned at me, and I learned that nothing was as I thought it would be. I gave up all that I possessed. I own nothing, claim nothing. All my knowledge will die with me. Now my purpose is to destroy my own children.
Jesus. Well, I hope not all of them, just the one who's going around murdering people. I hope the other two are safe.
Those moments change you.
And I've hundreds of years left to live with that. I say too much. Forgive me. Help me find my long-lost daughter. And kill her.
I mean, it... In some ways, when Naomi says, I understand, because Mordin, you know, oh, I lived this life, I killed, I mated, I danced, and then when I tried to settle down, everything went wrong. Naomi lived a very similar existence back when she was in the gang. You know, she enjoyed her life. She enjoyed the power that violence gave her. She thought that, you know, everything was right, and then she realized just how fragile that world was, and she tried to turn her life around. She tried to get on the straight and narrow, and the people, you know, where she had her training at boot camp, they didn't really accept her. They called her a cockroach. No, actually, to be fair, they called her a rat, and she said, no, I'm not like a rat. Rats are easy to kill. I'm like a cockroach. I will fucking survive. And then obviously a coup's happened. She was the only one left. And suddenly she's being hailed as the Alliance's golden girl. All of those people who viewed her as scum, as an insignificant little insect, as a cockroach, suddenly they're all begging to be her friend because, oh, you did something important and this, that, and the other. I don't know if she thinks that it's like, oh, well, I enjoyed my time in the gang when I was blind to it, when I was blind to just how fragile things were. I was enjoying myself, and because of that, that's karma happened, and that's why a coup went down the way it did. I don't think she views it like that. But I think on some level she can understand the idea of, you know, you live this hedonistic lifestyle and you feel like you were being punished for that. I think she can understand that, yeah. Yeah, we'll get her.
We'll go find Mordin.
Interesting. Very interesting. In the next episode, I'll just double check that Samara doesn't have anything else to say, and then we'll go and speak with Thane, I think. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.